Is Mike Tyson taking on too much? Just weeks before his upcoming fight with Jake Paul in Texas, the boxing legend required medical assistance on a flight from Miami to Los Angeles. Tyson experienced dizziness due to a flare-up of an ulcer about 30 minutes before the plane was due to land. The plane's intercom called for a doctor, and Tyson got checked out by a medical professional on board. Iron Mike is said to be feeling much better now. The flight supposedly got held up for 2 hours, initially blamed on Tyson's health problem, but later it was claimed that the delay was actually because of a problem with the air conditioning and not Tyson's health. Someone who saw what happened spilled the beans in an interview with In Touch Weekly magazine. Mike had some kind of medical emergency on the plane and paramedics boarded. Before the paramedics arrived, the flight issued an announcement asking for a doctor. The message even came on everyone's screens. There was a lot of buzz when he left the Admirals Club and got to the gate. A lot of fans recognized him and a few people got pictures. He was very accommodating, and then he was escorted away from the gate because the flight was delayed, since the gate person said that the plane was too hot because it had been sitting all day and had to cool down. Once the plane touched down at LAX, passengers had to hang tight for another 25 minutes before they could get off. Paramedics were checking on Mike Tyson during this time. The ex-boxing champ spokesperson assured the media that he was okay and there was much to fret over. Thankfully, Mr. Tyson is doing great. He became nauseous and dizzy due to an ulcer flare-up 30 minutes before landing. He is appreciative to the medical staff that were there to help him. Jake Paul was quick to address Mike Tyson's medical scare, affirming that their fight is still happening and nothing has changed. He also called out the media as well as his critics for spreading quote-unquote fake news and lies. You love to make shit up before knowing the facts for clicks and likes. Nothing changed. Tyson also took to X to reveal good news for his fans that he was feeling 100%, although he continued by saying that he doesn't really need to be at his 100% to beat Jake Paul. Now I'm feeling 100% even though I don't need to be 100% to beat Jake Paul. Former UFC middleweight champion Michael Bisping believes that Tyson's team is allegedly lying about the ulcer. He thinks Tyson faced a more serious issue that they were trying to hide, and that's exactly why a fight like this should never happen.
I'm not talking shit about Mike Tyson. I'm talking shit about Jake Paul. Mike Tyson wants to test the waters, see if he's still got it. He wants to make some money. He wants to feel alive. He wants to get back in the ring, okay? And he wants to do what he does best, okay? But that time has passed. That ship has sailed. That plane has left the runway, but not for a while because it was delayed and it was hot on the plane. And then Mike Tyson got an ulcer flare-up and had to leave on a bloody stretcher. I don't know about the stretcher and I don't know about the statement. Of course, they're going to say that he had an ulcer flare-up. They're not going to tell the truth. Maybe it was an ulcer flare-up. Maybe a doctor can tell me in the comments whether or not that is a serious issue, right? But I've never heard that before in my life. I think the man is pushing 60 and he's got some medical problems and he was having a bit of a funny turn. Maybe he just was. Maybe he had a bit of food poisoning.
Tyson has talked about his issues with sciatica in the past. Just a few days back, he shared that it felt like a miracle for him to step back into the ring again after dealing with sciatica for quite some time. This condition brings intense pain, weakness, and numbness from the back all the way down to the leg. Tyson said, "It's a miracle because I didn't know what was going to happen with my life. I was scared I was going to be in a wheelchair the rest of my life. You get so discouraged when your back hurts. There's nothing I can do. I'm useless." Even during the recent press conference, he revealed that he wasn't feeling all that good, although people dismissed it as mind games.
How is the training camp going? Because we see the 30-second clips with Rafael Cordero and your whole team, but could you give us a little more insight into how things are going?
I'm doing great, but my body is right now. I'm sore. Yeah, I'm really sore.
I think you're playing possum.
No, I wish.
Tyson is already being warned by medical professionals about the adverse effects a boxing match could have on him, especially given the fact that he's fighting someone much younger and possibly heavier than him. For those of you who don't know, Jake Paul currently weighs around 230 pounds. There's a reason why many in the boxing community are against this fight, and Tyson's recent medical scare has pretty much proved them right. Deontay Wilder is on the same page as Michael Bisping. He believes that Tyson could seriously injure himself in a fight against Paul, who is younger and much stronger than the legendary boxer. I think it's bad the commission has licensed Mike Tyson because he hasn't been active in 20 years. So they should not just license him because of who he is. That's how people get hurt. God forbid he gets hurt. People can get hit in the wrong place and at the wrong time. There's lots of examples where guys have been hit into a coma. It's easy to do. He's too old for this. At the end of the day, no one gives a fuck about Mike. Sean O'Malley's coach, Tim Welch, says it's stupid to discount Mike Tyson's chances against Jake Paul. According to Welch, Tyson is a remarkable athlete and a sturdy individual as long as he's breathing. However, Welch still predicts that Paul will win by decision. The big question looms: can Paul deliver a knockout blow to Tyson?
There's a good chance you're not going to win a decision because you're going to be puckered out. So that's what I think. Do I think Mike Tyson has a chance? Absolutely. It's Mike Tyson. He's the true freak of nature. Rule set favors him. I'm excited for it. It's going to be the first big boxing match on Netflix. Good for these guys. These guys deserve all the money. They deserve a big chunk of the money. Good for Jake Paul. He's making this fight happen. And props to Mike Tyson. Props to Jake Paul, too, for taking this fight against Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is a scary human being, one of the scariest human beings you'll ever see. I don't think he's going to be that same ferocious dog that he used to be. Obviously, 57 years old. I think Jake Paul is going to stay tight enough and be long enough and be quick enough and be able to pace himself long enough to get the job done by decision. I don't think Jake's going to knock him out. His head's too big, his neck's too big. I mean, I don't want to say never, but I just don't think he is. I think Jake Paul is going to win a decision, and I just hope nothing bad happens to Mike.
We hope the same, Tim. What do you guys think? Should Mike Tyson pull out of his fight against Jake Paul? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.